Tonight, the horror of vampires with cleavage, the chill of naked witches, and the agony of a girl in a cage. Tonight, it's Supernatural Sirens, only on USA's Real Wild Cinema. Roll my cartoon, boys. Welcome to Supernatural Sirens Night here on USA's Real Wild Cinema. Together, we're going to watch films that I can almost guarantee you've never seen. They all have one thing in common. We've cut out the really, really bad parts so that you can just enjoy the bad parts. Don't be fooled. These films will definitely amuse you, enchant you, enlighten you, and hopefully even offend you. After all, that's what movies, especially on Real Wild Cinema, are all about. Our first supernatural siren flick is about a creature in Mexican folklore known as La Llorona, the crying woman. Think of her as a Spanish cousin to Ireland's banshee. The crying woman searches eternally for her lost children. They say that if you hear the sound of her sobbing, you will go insane or die. Keep the mute remote close by and enjoy The Curse of the Crying Woman.
I'm getting uneasy. I don't like to ride in the woods at night.
Are you scared so easily?
You know, my friend is right, young lady. There is something wrong tonight. These carrot seats are terribly hard.
It's strange, but I suddenly got this feeling, and I think we're in danger.
But that's your imagination.
I heard stories about this forest. It's rumored that it's very dangerous at night.
Now, you just ignore the things he's saying. As a child, he used to read horror stories.
Now look, you heard those rumors too. And some maniac has committed several crimes around here.
Around here?
It's said that there's a fiend out here who enjoys murdering the persons that come his way.
Listen, you'll begin to think you're the murderer. Now, you watch out, young lady. He's the fiend.
Something's wrong.
Coachman!
What's going on out here? Where are you?
Now, how is behavior like that going to help the crying woman find her lost children? You know what? If I ever run into that sobbing bitch, I'll slap her hard across the face and then go get a massage. Stay tuned for The Naked Witch, another wench I'd like to slap right across the face. The Naked Witch was filmed in 1964 in Texas Hill Country, just outside of Dallas, and teaches the important lesson, never pull a stake from a dead witch's chest, especially in Texas. This is a story about someone who sells their soul to the devil, a prerequisite here in Hollywood. The director, Larry Buchanan, is kind of a real wild cinema god. He's the genius behind Mars Needs Women and Zontar, the Thing from Venus. Enjoy part one of The Naked Witch.
From just beyond the edge of light, from the deeper darkness where no living being has ever walked, comes the terror of those who have given their souls to the devil. This is the story of one such creature.
If I could have known of the strange and haunting experience that was waiting for me, I never would have driven any further into the hill country of central Texas. There are those who say that it was all a dream and that it didn't happen at all, nor could it happen in the 20th century. But I tell you, it happened. I had uncovered a grave of a witch. There it was, the mummified face of the widow, with eye sockets staring. And among the crumbling bones, the stake, now petrified stone. What a prize. If I could but take the stake, and the temptation was too much.
And one by water. And one by fire.
And so that night, as the moon bathed the hills with light, I crossed the mill race and headed toward the caves downstream.
Here's a little piece of trivia that'll make you a hit at your next Oliver Stone dinner party. In 1961, the director of The Naked Witch, Larry Buchanan, directed a real wild cinema classic, Naughty Dallas. And it was filmed in a strip club owned by Jack Ruby. Throw that monkey wrench into your next conspiracy theory debate and just watch the room clear. Stick around for Samson versus the Vampire Women and my special guest. My guest tonight is a big fan of supernatural sirens, comedian Dana Gould.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
Nice to be here in the land of fluffy drinks.
Fluffy drinks. So you've already seen tonight's feature, Samson versus the Vampire Women.
So many times.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You think these vampires would be good dates?
Well, see, my favorite thing about these vampires in this movie is they have that horrible skin disorder. They look like, it's like watching Tommy Lee Jones in something. It's like Tommy Lee Jones in drag.
Well, isn't that kind of redundant? I sometimes feel like he is in drag.
Well,
I don't know.
That was the weird thing in Batman Forever. It was like, you know, one half of his face was horribly scarred and the other they painted purple.
Yeah, like, so what's the lesser of the two evils, right? It's insane.
I think I'm in line to be the next Batman.
Yeah, you know something? I think you could be.
Because they're running out of, it was Michael Keaton,
Right.
Val Kilmer, George Clooney. Then after him, it's like
You.
Ben Vereen and me. I think are the last two in line.
That's beautiful.
I'm gonna pull a Sean Young and just walk around Warner Brothers in
You're
a
gonna pull a
cat suit.
Sean Penn and just shoot people and make them put you in their film.
That's right. Pull a Sean Penn and live in a trailer.
Could a horror film be made about your life?
I don't think so. I used to think so, but as I get older, I think that my life would make a great romantic epic, like Dr. Zhivago. But it all depends on your definition of epic, you know. If you see a man sitting alone in the hotel room, drinking gin out of a styrofoam cup, weeping softly into a cracked mirror, if that's an epic to you, I'm your man.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. I've been there.
I know.
Sounds like my last boyfriend, actually.
Yeah, then phoning up after, I did it, I'm sorry.
I admit it. Maybe you should consider wearing a cape and a mask like Samson.
Speaking of masks, I have an interesting question.
Brum bum.
Yes. About wearing a mask. I just got this thing in the mail today. What is a restraining order exactly?
A restraining order, exactly. I probably can't answer that question.
Yeah, because it's this 500 feet thing, and I think she just wants me to, you know, to me, it's just like, I want you to prove how much you love me.
Right.
Will you stay within 500? I got it down. It's so romantic.
Is that what you're saying, that your girlfriend stays within 500 feet but never gets any closer?
Well, I'm supposedly not allowed within 500 feet, but I think that's just her way of, you know.
But here you are right next to me, and you're going to stay here because we're going to watch our feature.
The law be damned.
Exactly. And we'll be back. Dana Gould.
Is this Jim?
Our feature tonight, Samson versus the Vampire Women, stars a real-life wrestler turned actor, El Santo. El Santo, known as Samson in tonight's movie, never lost a match, successfully defending his title from 1942 until the late 50s. When he retired from the ring, he made a series of movies playing, what else? A wrestler. His movies were imported from Mexico, along with various painkillers, ponchos, and wonderful tchotchkes from Tijuana. Of course, the latter is purely speculation on my part. Enjoy part one of Samson versus the Vampire Women. No word if the women are real vampires.
Sorina, honored sovereign of the vampire women, At last the moment has arrived when we must select your successor. Give me the appearance that I'll need now. I must have beauty in order to fulfill my mission. You are the breath that gives life to my body. You are my spirit, and awaken your sleeping slaves as well. My servant.
Now do you feel better?
Mm-hmm.
No, not yet. Samson's fighting against them now. Wait till they're separated.
You have failed me once again, Chandra. There is a terrible enemy in our waste arena. His name is Samson, and he is to blame. The girl that was chosen as your successor was in our power when he got there tonight. But tomorrow he'll be dead, Sorina. This I swear in the name of your husband, the king of the Dark Dominion. You know I must terminate my reign soon. So tomorrow you are to have my successor here. My vengeance is cruel and terrible. Take heed, or you, as well as your sisters, will be changed to dust.
De un amor pasado que ya no ha de volver, porque el destino cruel.
I was speaking to Professor Roloff. Samson hasn't phoned and he's worried. I understand that tonight he fights at the arena.
The man in the silver mask is Samson, the champion!
Look, it's very late, Inspector, and I'm starting to get tired, so what's the use of waiting?
Just a while longer, until daylight. It's safer, believe me.
Hey, I want a gang of muscle men in tights who'll do my every bidding. We'll return to the castle after this. We're back. And I don't know about you, but I can't wait another moment to find out what happens. Who will be the successor to the queen? Has Samson bitten off more than he can chew? Or will the vampire women bite Samson? Now, part 2 of Samson versus the vampire women.
There is the girl chosen as your successor. Look at her. She looks exactly like her ancestor. She'll be worthy of my throne.
Inspector, watch the reflections. Those two in the rear there.
Did you see 2 women come out? They must be around here. Surround the whole area.
It's time I went back to wait at the crypt, Tundra. If you fail again, you know what there is in store for you.
I think it would be better if you went back to the house with Diana. I'll be waiting here. My men will go along with you.
Tundra, in a few short minutes we will see the dawn. You must hurry now. She must hurry.
God bless Samson.
Who is he, Papa?
That's his secret. I don't think you'll ever know. But I'll say this, my dear. In this age where there are certain evil men who propose to destroy us, Samson is an example to men of goodwill who serve justice.
Boy, there's nothing like the screams of women burning to death, is there? Ouch. What I love best about Samson, and there are so many, is that Samson drove everywhere, even though you know he can fly, but he preferred to take his MG. Coming up, a stripper, a voyeuristic parrot, and a bamboo cage, all on one stage at the same time. Don't you dare go away. Welcome back to Real Wild Cinema.
Playtex presents Secret of the Happy Shopper.
Hi, Jane. Hi. Get me one, will you? How can you reach that high? Oh, it's easy, Peg, since I discovered Playtex living bra for heavenly comfort all day long.
When I reach high, my Playtex all-elastic living bra reaches with me. It never cuts, binds, or shifts. Low cut back stays low, never rides up. Exclusive elastic bias cut side panels adjust to every motion. And see the special elastic high-low crisscross front. Also in lovely Playtex long line with elastic magic midriff. It slims so smoothly for a glamorous youthful waistline. In white or black at your favorite store. Try Playtex living bra once. You'll never wear any other.
We're back with Dana Gould. Hi, darling.
Hello, sweets.
I understand you're friends with a legendary supernatural siren from Edward's Plan 9 from Outer Space Vampira. I'm impressed by that.
They told you that. That was like the big secret.
Oh, was it?
No,
I think I've seen you out, like, driving up the coast with her, actually. Or trying to buy her a phone.
Yeah, no, we're friends. I did a show on the Sci-Fi Channel, and I wanted to interview her.
Right.
And it was very hard to get a hold of her because she's a very private person, and You want to respect people's privacy, and it always stinks when you have to introduce you. Hi, I'm not a nut, but...
I do have a restraining order from my girlfriend, but...
Don't mind the slippers. But yes, I really wanted to meet her because she was the very first person to ever host movies, horror
That's
movies.
right.
She was the
She broke
pioneer.
the ice. We're nothing.
Without her, we'd be nothing.
That's right. We're on our knees.
Right. To quote your film title.
I know. I didn't want to jump on that and seem egotistical, but you're right. Has she told you some great stories about Plan 9?
Not necessarily about Plan 9, although I did... she has this great story about when she first met Bela Lugosi. And how many friends can you say have a great story about meeting Bela Lugosi?
Unfortunately, none.
Yeah. Or fortunately, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
But she met Bela Lugosi before she did Plan 9. She was walking down Hollywood Boulevard, and he bumped into her. He was roller skating, wearing a beret and an ascot, and he was going to the cigar store.
Wow.
And that's what's great about Hollywood Boulevard is Dracula can go roller skating down the street in an ascot and nobody bats an eye.
And falls into the sinkhole that they got going up there
Yeah, because it's sinking. But Hollywood Boulevard is one of those places you can see like a baboon riding a dog, like a cowboy and a horse, and you won't even think, oh, a baboon, that's nice. When's the traffic light going to turn?
That's when it used to be entertaining. Now it's just a little bit too sleazy. It's beyond the B movie.
Yeah, it's beyond the pale.
It is beyond the pale.
It's sinking in so many, many ways.
Honey, we've all sunken right there along with it. I stay off the boulevard now.
Well, that's why they're building a subway, because they realized the surface couldn't get any lower.
Boom, boom, boom. Dana, we got to wrap things up right here. Thank you for being my guest tonight here on Real Wild Cinema. Dana Gould, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't think I don't know that USA begins with you.
And me. One of our last gems is The Girl in the Cage. It's a nudie film from the mid-'60s. I guess it was meant to titillate men at stag parties, but now it comes off like the Super Bamboo exercise video. Wake up Grandpa and see if he remembers this siren from any of his wild bachelor parties. Grandpa! Wake up! Was it just me, or did the parent look frightened? We'll be back with more Supernatural Sirens.
Real Wild Cinema offers you tonight's outrageous feature, Santo vs. the Vampire Women, uncut, uncensored, and unbelievable at the low price of $19.95. Be the envy of your friends with the Viva Santo t-shirt for $15 or the Real Wild Cinema t-shirt for $15. Official Real Wild Cinema membership, newsletter, and complete video catalog for only $5 or free with order of t-shirt or video. Call 1-800-571-4763 to order now.
Welcome back to Real Wild Cinema.
Look, Babs, just stretch. That's all it takes. But, Ann, I can't. My bra won't let me.
How can she move freely when her bra won't move with her? It pinches, rides up, binds. But see Ann's Playtex Living Bra, the only bra that uses elastic so it stretches in every direction your body moves. Even when reaching like this, the bra reaches with you. For a glamorous fashion line and heavenly comfort, get a Playtex Living Bra.
I'm strangely exhilarated by the supernatural sirens we've seen tonight. I want so much more than time or the censors could possibly allow. For now, for you, for me, these fabulous coming attraction trailers will have to do. More supernatural sirens coming soon to a nightmare near you.
Coming soon to this theater, a ghastly, ghoulish, and totally incredible motion picture. The Werewolf versus the Vampire Woman.
Now the ultimate evil, Devil Woman, summoned from the claws of hell to curse the living. No one is safe from her slithery serpents of doom. Devil Woman takes you into a realm seldom open to human eyes, the cave of the mystic cult rituals of the Brotherhood of Satan, who will strip your nerves screamingly raw. To keep your mind from snapping, you have to keep telling yourself it's only a movie. You may not believe in the supernatural, but you cannot deny terror. Scream, no one will hear you. Run, and the silent footsteps will follow. The dead are restless, and they live again. Devil Woman.
It must be here somewhere. Somewhere there's a little mistake. One wire to keep me from creating life.
Out of the atomic vial, a monster is created, bent on terror and destruction. They love for the moment and live in fear for their very lives. Fanny Hill Meets Dr. Erotico is a motion picture that will thrill you, excite you, and keep you on the edge of your seats.
If only the show could last forever, so we could always bask in the warm glow of naked witches, vampire women, and caged strippers. But sadly, we must stop for now. But as always, we'll be back next week with more of USA's Real Wild Cinema. I'm Sandra Bernhard. I love you. I need you. I'm there for you. Remember that. Good midnight to ya.